summer's on, and I've been living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. Been waiting all year to be here, to ride the wave of the water frontier. The ocean's warm and the tunes are chill. We're staying here till we get our fill. We're working hard and we're playing hard too. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Time to go big or go home. And I ain't going home, 'cause summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet, and if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. Everything we've ever wanted is right here. Don't wanna blink just to fight the fear that our time will pass way too fast, and I'll be dreaming of the beach another year. We're gonna have the time of our lives, days and nights with the sun and our eyes, and a wild tide under bluest skies, tearing up the shoreline. 'Cause summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet, and if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. We're gonna ride away. Summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet, and if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day.
Hold up. Let me check something real fast. All right, is stream volume like really loud right now, or is that on your end?
Oh, that was my end.
Okay, I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure I fixed that.
Yeah, no, I had it like halfway up and my headphones are very loud. So it's just like, oh God.
Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. And thank you guys in the chat for coming in today. Welcome to Sand and Shadow, our homebrew D&D campaign set in the desert kingdom of Abu Kanasta, but currently
Not
we're in
right
the
now.
Feywild.
Yeah.
This is episode 20, the big 2-0, guys. We made it.
Whoa.
I know, right? It's wild.
That's crazy.
Like I didn't think we'd even get here. But hey, you know what? You always love to see surprises. But let's get through our introductions real fast. I'm EKN, of course, the Dungeon Master here for today, and with us are our three lovely ladies. Starting, of course, with not underscore mafia underscore. I'm gonna memorize that now forever since you keep making it a point. So now it's just ingrained in me now.
Oh no. My master plan. It's coming together.
It's coming to
uh,
fruition.
yes, hello, it is me, not underscore mafia underscore, playing Violet, the reborn warlock rogue, kind of weird ass character that I've created.
I love it though. I love her.
With my poisoner feat that I have not used yet. I got 2 levels ago and have not used.
One day, eventually.
One day, eventually.
Although you do have a really cool like concept, and I just want to flesh that out more. And I want to see where we can go with it later.
Once I get level 3 rogue, it'll get very strange and weird.
Oh well, I guess. Good to note. Good to note. Following through, we have the wonderful Wailing Frog.
So I am Wailing Frog. I play Millennia, the fighter barbarian shifter who is a wolf person. I'm also
very
low on sleep.
Fair enough. You're low on sleep but high on damage numbers. That's what
Yep.
you're here for.
Yeah.
Dude, that poor Jabberwock didn't deserve that. I mean, it did, but it didn't. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, the wonderful Lumi.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lumi, and I play Visper, aka that one chaotic Eldrin. And currently, I'm listening to a musical adaptation to that one dragon fan fiction book that I found in the library. So there's that.
Why? I made this as a joke. Every campaign now has it for some reason. Everybody looks for a book in my campaigns, and it's always my instinct is to always bring it up. You're gonna hate the authors when you figure out who the authors are. You're gonna hate it.
Oh no.
Where we last left off.
Is it written in Sylvan? No, because we got it from the...
'Cause you got it from the
Yeah.
Royal Library in
Yeah.
Blasvadan. No.
So it is written in common.
Mm-hmm. No, but in universe there are a pair of authors that I used based off of my friends' D&D characters, and you're gonna hate when you find out what their names are. You're just gonna hate them. Anyways, where we last left off is you guys had successfully slayed the Jabberwock, the physical manifestation of death in the Feywild, and taking its head and various other body parts to bring as trophies, materials, or even just a way of showing your value to the queen and king of the court of spring, the parents of Visper. You made your way into the court proper, the giant, overgrown but somehow magically maintained castle-like exterior area where you were then split from Dame Mordella as she had other business to attend to, and you guys sort of went about your business to kind of do a little bit of exploring before you came upon a rather intriguing Owlin. Visper didn't recognize him, but he seemed very curious about you. And you guys had learned that the word of your arrival into the castle has very much been the topic of gossip throughout the entire court. Everybody knows who you are to some extent, and everybody kind of has their eyes on you to figure out what you're about. You guys, well, technically Visper, Ember, and Scorb sat down inside one of the interior courtyards underneath a gazebo, a naturally grown gazebo, and had tea and snacks with him before he himself had to depart, never revealing his name. Meanwhile, our two intrepid thieves.
We're
Not-
doing
not
very
thieves
well,
yet. We're not-
actually. We're
not
doing,
thieves
yeah,
yet.
we haven't stolen anything.
I said intrepid. I used the word intrepid. Came upon the puzzle door that leads to the royal archives of the Court of Spring.
Which unfortunately we can't even get to try the puzzle because
We
we
can't.
None
can't
of you
even
can
read.
speak the language that the word puzzle is comprised of, correct?
I'm starting to think.
So,
I
you know,
get
it's a
it.
double puzzle.
Yeah, so this has become a very interesting case of trial and error. I will say that you guys did have something right. When it came to when you guys were knocking on the door, part of the runes lit up, and that's as far as you got. But you had a bunch of eyes on you, trying to like gauge you, figure out what you were doing. You drew a crowd, to say the least. A bunch of you have a couple of pixie guards, these small diminutive men and women with these very like dragonfly like wings fluttering about. They have basically the equivalent of a toothpick in size of a rapier on their hips. They have their arms crossed, just trying to look at you. You have a couple of dryads who were tending to the garden with a couple of what are they called? I get pixies and the other one mixed up all the time. Oh my goodness, you would think I would remember them. It's pixies and something else. Hold on.
Right?
No, pixies are the ones who are the pretty ones, and I'm thinking of sprites. Sprites are the ones with the toothpicks, rapiers, and pixies are the ones with the dryads tending the gardens. That's where my confusion is.
I feel like we had this exact same confusion last time.
We did, and it's because they are both tiny fey creatures that usually work in tandem with one another to screw with adventurers in the wilds. So it is what it is. And then you have more owlins who very much look like scholars. They're wearing these nice downy robes but their wings are just uh pressed back against their spines and stuff like that, so that way they have a nice, very like thin and lithe figure. But otherwise they are all very curious as to your machinations, I guess is the best way to put it. And it is at this point I will say, Visper, as this owlin has left you, and Squarb and Ember, and you continue about your snacks, what would you like to be doing at this point? You were told, just a reminder, you were told that you were supposed to bring your friends to their quarters and that you would return to your chambers as well because you remembered the way. But this is totally up to you. What would you like to do?
I guess I can go ahead and do that.
Okay. So, grabbing a few extra snacks for yourself, putting them in your little dress pocket that I know you have. Don't lie to me.
I'm
You,
not.
it's just you guide your friends up. Do give me give me give me a history check with advantage because this is your home.
I
On the door?
No,
Are you leading us up? Because are we the people you're leading up? Or is it just Scorb?
it's Scorb and
And-
Ember.
Ember. Okay.
I got a 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, no, it's like really, it's like the back of your hand. You pretty much remember where everything is. You know where the guest chambers are. You know where your chamber is. As you walk along and you guide Scorb and Ember, you see a small crowd surrounding a large wooden slab of a door, and you just hear whispers from dryads and mushroom people as they sit there and go, they've been trying this for a few minutes now. Yeah. Can they read? I don't know. I really don't know. But
Do we notice them?
I would say with your guys' passive perceptions, what are your passive perceptions?
12.
14.
I would say Millennia for sure would know, and then you would for sure, Violet. You would hear all these whispers.
Uh,
just-
oh, hey, Visper, do you know comprehend languages, by the way? Just,
Yeah, I got it for this special occasion.
No shot. You actually prepped comprehend languages.
Yeah, I did it. I got it because I said, "Oh wait, I failed all my lessons. I'm going to need to know what's happening."
She
so I
bought
got
the cheat
comprehend
sheet
language.
spell.
Didn't prep mage armor, but prepped comprehend languages. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
that would be incredibly helpful right now.
For realsies though, you have the spell.
Yeah, I actually have it.
Okay, let me ask because it's been a while. Is it a leveled spell?
Oh,
It
God.
is
Oh.
a first level spell.
You may cast it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's only on one. It's only on
Yeah,
one. It's a
go.
one.
yeah,
Nothing
Yeah,
that's
but
will
it's been
happen.
reset. It's been reset, so you have to roll a d20, and if you roll a natural 1, wild magic.
Alright, let me just click cast. And you said D20?
Yep. Watch it happen.
Let's see. Got a
Okay.
14.
Respect. So no wild magic surge this time, but now on a 1 or 2. Just be aware.
Yep.
Roll a what?
If you roll a 1 or a 2 now,
Is it a ritual?
Where am I rolling?
no.
Can
So
sorcerers do ritual?
they should be able to do rituals. It's a hot minute since I played a sorcerer. But no, but comprehending languages, you can, I believe you cast and it lasts for like an hour, I think.
Oh, okay. Is it self or touch?
I
It-
believe
it
it is a
says-
self spell.
Let's see.
Yes, it lasts for 1 hour.
I'm-
It casts 1 casting time. It's a range of self, and it lasts for 1 hour.
I have to touch the surface, which the words are written.
You can touch the door frame.
Great. Can you just
Alright.
write it down for us here, and then you can go out.
Yes,
on
because
business,
that'll help.
Or if you
Because
want
we
to stick
can't read
around,
the handwriting.
All right.
how is Visper's handwriting?
Oh, that's a whole different check. Hey, Visper,
I like-
you wanna do a quick handwriting check for me?
Yep.
Roll sleight of hand.
Oh,
Where is that?
It's at the bottom of your skill set.
Alright, let me roll.
Wait. Real question. Do you have
Oh.
proficiency in a calligraphy set?
Where would I find that?
It's underneath your proficiencies in languages. It should be a tool proficiency.
What am I looking for again?
Calligraphy?
set. Are you proficient in a calligraphy set?
I don't see calligraphy.
Then I guess you're not.
Then
All right.
no.
You're just rolling that sleight of hand, and I know your
I
dex
gotta-
modifier.
I wrote that and I got a 17.
Her handwriting is immaculate.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
yeah.
Her penmanship, preem.
Also, Violet, you can't read canonically, right? Like, at all.
No.
Oh.
What?
Wait,
did
hold
I
on,
say that
hold
at
on,
some
no, no,
point?
no, no, you
I have
did.
said a lot of things about Violet that are canon that I do not remember.
We'll-
I'm
we'll-
pretty
we'll-
sure she can read.
We'll find a
Okay.
highlight. I'll go through all 20 episodes. We'll find a highlight reel about that later.
For now, we'll say she can read.
Because I can't read.
All right. So
I think it's I can't read Draconic or something. Like I know
believe that
Common, I
was-
know Goblin,
Oh,
yeah,
but
I,
like
I think that's what it was. Like you couldn't read.
like I couldn't
Draconic.
read a specific language.
Gotcha. Okay. I got worried.
That would have been so funny. Like, oh yeah, she can't read. What? She's one of the most intelligent people in the party, and she can't read.
I have a 10 in
It's like that
intelligence.
one author meme.
Wait, I have a 10 in intelligence. I'm not one of the most intelligent, am I?
I pray you're not.
I
I've-
have a 13.
Okay, thank God.
I have a 14.
You play very intelligently, though. I will say that.
I play my high wisdom.
Ah, yeah. There you go. There you go. All right. So, Visper, as you touch the surface of the door, and you cast comprehend languages, your eyes begin to crackle with arcane energy, and then they have this nice like green hue glaze over them, and you can suddenly comprehend the language you refused to learn when you lived here.
It's the cheat spell.
Yes. So the riddle reads, a trick of the eye, a door unseen, revealed by flowers with a pixie's sheen. The guard awoken with you in its sight. Be you scholar, or be you a blight. A charming tune shall reveal your intent, but beware your choice, lest away you shall be sent.
That was much longer than I expected it.
Yeah,
to
I
be.
didn't like I only realized that I should be like actively listening like halfway through. Can you write it down?
Here, I'm going to here, I'll save you all the trouble. I'll post it in the Discord.
One brain cell squad. Let's go.
Let's go, one
Let's
brain cell
go.
squad. And then for our viewers, I'll post it in the chat so that way they can read it themselves.
Because, like, I heard the first sentence and then, like, the second to last sentence because my brain just fizzled
Really?
out.
Really?
Yes. It literally fizzled out. Like,
Uh.
I have no idea what any of this means.
I spent all of 10 minutes writing that puzzle.
Oh, good.
One brain cell squad.
That's what I should be I should definitely, that's what I'm going to dub this episode now, the One Brain Cell Squad. Be a good name.
Like this is like seconds after complimenting my intelligence of how I'm playing the character. Wow. Minutes.
Minutes,
Uh,
mere minutes.
So our first thing is a pixie. Can I? One of the pixies who's watching us, can I ask them for a flower?
Yeah. What kind of flower are you looking for?
One blessed by a pixie with a pixie's sheen. I don't know what that means. Shiny
I think it means the coloring.
with the same coloring as a. What is the coloring of a pixie? Are they like?
They are predominantly green with crystalline like insectoid wings similar to that of say a butterfly's set of wings if they were more gossamer, similar to a dragonfly's. And they typically have a
Dragonfly.
range of hair colors going all the way from a deep green to a deep red, very much resembling the changing of seasons from spring to autumn.
So, a green flower?
A flower that changes color with the seasons.
A couple of the
Or-
pixies scatter about, and they're like, "Okay." And they,
Never mind. When you
Okay.
get back,
uh,
or
uh,
when the pixies get back.
okay. So you have 5 pixies, each with a different flower, arrive back. And they have a daffodil, a gladiolus, a snapdragon, a poppy, and a marigold. Those are the 5 flowers that are in front of you.
Ooh.
I really like snapdragons.
Same. I was about to say, let's pick the Snapdragon.
There's part of this that has to deal with the riddle. It's not just the flower you like.
I know. I'm just saying.
Same.
Sorry, could you repeat the flowers? What have we got?
Yes, so you have a daffodil, a gladiolus, a snapdragon, a poppy, and a marigold.
Now, I remember you mentioning gladiolus flowers last time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look them up to see what they look like here.
I was just showing them
This-
off.
This feels right, but wait,
It feels
I
like
need
a
to, I need
key
to look at
plot
some of
point.
these.
Let's choose the obvious flower.
Also,
Poppies are also pretty good, but they're red. They're not quite the different shades of
I should point out
gladiolus.
all
here.
these flowers can be of various different colors depending on what breed they are.
Oh yeah.
You
Um,
gained the key item, flower.
Yeah, so you see all 5 of them are holding a different flower in their hands.
Do we have colors of these flowers that are distinct, or are they all like the same-ish color?
They are all universally the same color. They are all typically they are of their typical color. They're all either yellow, orange, red, or green. I'm sorry, not green. Yellow, orange, red, or purple. I'm sorry, I forgot that marigolds can't become green.
What
Well,
about
it
the
is gonna-
orange one? Or the purple one?
I will say this: if you guys want to dig deeper into this riddle, you can roll an insight to see if you can glean something more obscure.
Now
about
that
this
we
one.
have this.
Yeah, now that you have the riddle, you can certainly use your insight to kind
Okay.
of dig deeper into it.
Okay.
Wait, why don't we
I
just
can't
grab all
actually,
5?
apparently. 5. 5.
Okay, a 5 for
Oh, why
fire.
is it moving at 2 FPS?
Oh dear.
Wait, what do you see to roll?
An insight if
Insight.
you want.
Alright. That's one of the stuff that I'm good at, please.
Boy, howdy, this is really chugging, ain't it?
I got
Oh,
an 18.
God. Yeah.
Okay, a 7 and an 18. Visper, wow, okay. Visper's on a roll today. So Visper, it's less insight into the riddle and more like a what did I choose last time? Because remember, you snuck into this place the first time to escape. So you would understand that what you're looking for isn't specifically about the color, it's about the magic inherent in the flower. So you're looking for a
Ooh.
flower that has the same magical, I guess, resonance as a pixie.
Well, let's look up symbolism for each of these flowers.
It's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep. I'm gonna save you the trouble. It's not that deep.
I'm on google.com.
Ye old Google.
Do we have like one
Violet
chance
pulls out
to...
her phone to Google each of these flowers.
Do we have like one chance to do this, or can we do multiple attempts?
You haven't figured that out? I mean, clearly based on your
the riddle
experimentation.
implies here
Why
that
can't we? It says revealed by
go
flowers.
lest away you shall be sent.
I see
So,
plural. Why don't we just take all 5 and save us the trouble? Because it does say revealed by flowers. Plural.
I thought it was the song that would be the deciding factor, but I already failed the charming tune. Pretty sure with the pounding of the door.
Yeah, why don't we just take all 5 flowers?
I never said you couldn't.
Let's take all 5.
Okay, so
Okay,
all
each
the
one at a
pixies-
time.
Okay, so all the pixies. Which one do you start with?
I'll start with the Snapdragon.
Okay.
Yeah. I had
uh,
a brain fart for a sec.
Okay, so the pixie with the snapdragon approaches and hands you a orange snapdragon.
I smile, say thank you, and
Thank
then
you. I do
push.
a little pixie.
I touch it to the door. not entirely sure what, because I'm not magically inclined at all. So I'm just like, I guess.
I thought something magical was going to happen, but you just said you push it up to the door.
I love that it's you three doing this puzzle and not the whole party doing this puzzle. There's something truly magical about you three doing this puzzle.
Having all of our one brain cells together.
I can't kill you, but damn, can I stop you from going forward? So you press the Snapdragon up against the door, and nothing seems to happen. There's no movement. There's no glowing of the runes. Nothing.
On to the next flower.
Okay. Which flower do you see? You have a daffodil, a gladiolus, a poppy, and a marigold left.
The purple one. What if it was purple?
All right,
forgot
so you
the
grab a
name.
gladiolus.
I do the same thing
You
that
do this-
Millennia
you-
did.
You just put it up against the door. Visper,
Work, do something.
Visper, with as much confidence as possible, she just presses it up against the door. And nothing happens once more.
Oh, well, I had the
Dang.
right idea at least. Not knowing that Whisper also doesn't know.
3 left.
Look, I have magical powers, but I don't really know that much about magic.
Violet, you have a guess?
You have a daffodil, a poppy, and a marigold remaining.
Yeah, I'm currently looking through to find if there's anything that, because you said the magical properties of these flowers, and I'm trying to find a mention of any of these flowers that are being magical here.
I mean,
I'm going to-
poppies are pretty magical.
Yeah.
Just saying, there's a reason that you fail drug tests if you have a poppy bagel.
It'd be much easier if there was like a violet here and we could just be like, aha.
Key item.
Although on the topic of magical inclination, whoever is magically inclined can roll an Arcana check. I'll give you that.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's me. I have a +6 in those. That's a 21.
As you kind of scan over the flowers, Violet, you'll notice that you would actually, this is actually the perfect opportunity for you, because you always had this weird, like, sickening feeling while you were in the Feywild. I would say you're more attuned to the apparent magics that are inherent within the Feywild and its denizens. As you look over each of the flowers, you notice that each flower has a distinct magical aura about it. Each one, I would say, similar to like deciding a color sort of thing. So like the daffodil is like a bright yellow, similar to the sun. You have the marigold, which is more of like an orange, sort of similar to a sunset. But the one flower that has the same magical essence, effectively, to the pixies is the poppy.
I was right on my second guess.
Yeah, I guess I'll grab the poppy then.
Okay. So
And
what do you do with the poppy?
is there like any sort of slot in the door where it would go?
There is none, not from your previous investigations. It is similar to like I said last time. It is similar to the guardian door, where it's sort of technically a living wood, but you can't see a face like you did in the previous one.
Can I give the door the flower? I don't know.
You could certainly try. So you approach and you
I don't know.
extend your hand out with the poppy.
Prestidigitation to magically activate the poppy. I don't know.
Druidcraft the poppy. No, so as you approach, you see that the first set of runes along the door begin to light up as you approach with the poppy.
Oh,
Okay.
we got progress.
Okay. Next is a guard.
Guard awoken with you in its sight.
Uh,
Get
I
a
think that
random
means the
card.
runes are alighting, and now it's judging us on the tune.
are there only 2 sets of runes?
No, the entire door frame is etched in Elvish runes. So the entirety of the door frame was the riddle.
Okay, so if we now make noise near it, how many runes are lighting up with the poppy as well?
You'll notice that the last third. So if I were to break it down into the left part of the door frame, the upper middle part of the door frame, and then the right end of the door frame, this is the 3 section of the door frame that you would have to. You revealed the first half. If you attempt to knock on the door, you've noticed that it revealed the last half, so the right half.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Be you scholar or be you blight. So scholar might be the
can
second
we-
part.
Yeah. Can we throw a book at the door?
No,
I
don't.
don't think that'll work.
Millennia reaches into her bag
how's
and
that,
takes out her book.
How's
Okay.
that
Holds it up to the
reptilian
door.
book or whatever it's called going?
Oh, you're asking about the lusty dragon.
I think that'll work here. A very scholarly book.
I
Yes,
mean, it's not much better than Millennia's book, but
let's
No,
give it a try.
All right, so you approach with the lusty dragonborn novel. Let me see.
I don't think this will do anything. I don't think the book.
Um,
You gotta hope.
as you approach, Visper, roll me a perception check.
All right, rolling a perception check. Please be good. Please be good. I got a 10.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I'll also ask Violet and Millennia to also roll a perception.
okay.
Fuck. Okay.
When we're checking again, I might have to reset my
right.
browser.
The chat cannot see my rolls. 6.
Yes.
1 second. Any minute now. It's an 8.
Fascinating.
Okay,
We're
I
all
do
so
reset.
good at seeing things. Oh my god. Oh, I
That's
forgot.
puzzle quest.
To each of the pixies, I want to give them like 10 silver. Like, I don't know if money actually has any value here, but it might be a cool souvenir for them.
So as you approach with silver, they shirk just a little bit away.
Oh, right. Faye. Yeah.
Wait, what's wrong with silver?
My bad.
Wow.
I forgot.
There's
For context, for Lumi, because she doesn't know. For context, Fae are weak to silver weapons, specifically a type of silver, but silver nonetheless.
right.
Does that mean if I touch the silver coin, I
You're
will die?
you're a different breed. You're fine.
Yeah, you're a bit more powerful than the average
Yeah,
Fae creature.
You're the equivalent of
Imagine-
a higher Fae being. You're fine.
Imagine I just touch silver and I go, and I die.
The reason why we live in a gold-rich economy is because Fae creatures die from touching silver coins. Imagine. Just imagine.
What's some other thing I have that I can do to like pay these? Like, do you guys want cool souvenirs? I have a dice set. I don't know if that is anything here.
No, I'll give them
Do you
my
want
flower
an iron
petals.
crowbar? Like,
I'll give them my stickers and flowered petals.
Okay, the pixies. I had to sit there and think about that for a second. I'm like, no, the pixies would do that. So the pixies approach when you reveal that you have a set of stickers. Because apparently in this world, stickers are a real thing. I've made it canon. All right. Um, and they look at them and they graciously take them before they flutter away as they start sticking them each other with stickers.
That's adorable.
They're
the
pixies.
stickers are not going to stick for very long.
No, they're not.
Ooh.
One stick and then it
Okay.
falls off. Sticker.
Guard. Are there any? Are the sprites? Do they have anything we can? Is there a very sleepy sprite?
No, there aren't any sleepy sprites. There are curious sprites, however, and there are sprites who are ready to take action should you prove unworthy. But otherwise, they are just observing you from a safe distance.
Can I tell one of them to fall asleep and wake up?
I don't think that's what we're looking for
It's
here.
not how that works. I'm gonna be real with you. That's not how that works.
We're trying to find the BU scholar or BU blind. We're trying to figure out what that means.
Yeah, or the guard awoken with you in its sight.
Mm-hmm.
Can Millennia approach with her book and be like, I come offering trade of knowledge?
Sure. Milena, you approach with your book, offering it as a trade for knowledge. And though... What's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 14.
That's good enough. With your... Wow, 14. With your passive insight, though the runes do not glow, you note that you feel eyes watching you, but you can't see them, and it's not from the crowd. It's as if the door itself is watching you, but you do not see a face, if that makes sense.
Would you like to read the book, Mr. Door? And she'll prop open the book and just kind of hold it up
Just
to
a
it.
random page in the book.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the worst page.
Oh.
So for reference, the book's name is High Tides, Higher Hearts, and it's an awful
it's an awful romance about pirates.
Yep.
I need that book. I need it.
I don't know if Visper should have it. To be honest.
No.
I don't think Vispers
I
should
feel like-
legally be allowed to read the Lusty Dragonborn, but here we are.
Yeah, I feel like the
so-
Lusty Dragonborn is also stretching it here.
So as you reveal the contents of the book, you get a sense that though the door, you can't really see anything. You do get a sense that it is interested, but yet the runes remain unchanged.
I feel like we've
And I shout.
provided a pretty entertaining
someone
show
that-
already.
And I shout at someone saying, "Hey, I'll pay you 100 gold if you can help me with this puzzle."
I do not think gold holds much value here, to be honest. Besides the souvenir aspect.
It is
I'll
a
give
shiny.
you a bag of snacks and
Right?
rose and flower petals and some coins if you can help me with this puzzle.
You see a couple of the Fae kind of whisper to each other before they
I don't know if the library will let us in if we get help, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before they inevitably say, "Regretfully, Princess, this is a test to allow you entry."
Dang it, I snuck in here before. How come I can't do it again?
Well,
Are you
it
gonna
is
spend
put
the
the
whole
book down.
fucking session on this?
I'm gonna say, because you said that, Visper, roll a history check.
Please,
Let's see if we can recall your knowledge.
please,
You've been rolling pretty good so far.
please let it be good. Please. Are you kidding
And
me?
the pendulum swings again.
And the pendulum swingeth the other
Oh
way.
my
You
god.
you don't remember this part.
Oh,
Life
for
is
the
so
audience,
in
Visper got a
character
nat
for
1.
me.
Let's go.
Was Fist got not one
This
for a
is
total
so
of
in
3.
character.
Watching. I do
Just
have an eye
started.
in my bag. I do have a full Jabberwock eye, which I don't think that'll do anything. But
I mean, what do you got to lose? It's a door.
like, so I
Was-
I imagine the Jabberwock eye is like roughly the same size as like
It's
a bowling ball, right?
bigger.
Bigger.
Remember, the Jabberwock was a huge creature.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine like I'm holding it like they hold the dragon eye in Final Fantasy 14
Uh,
during Heavensward.
it's a
Um,
it's bigger than that, but it's think of it more like a, how do I describe this? Think of it more like a large, like a child-sized orb.
Oh,
Orb.
God.
Violet pondering her orb, otherwise known as
Correct.
the eye of a Jabberwocky.
The eye of the Jabberwock. I shall ponder this orb.
Anyway, do you want to be watched?
What's your passive insight?
12.
I'll give it to you feel like there's an aura of disdain when you say, "Do you want to be watched?" as you whip out the Jabberwocky eye to the door.
You know what? That's a fair reaction. This door it's the same type of door as the alive door outside. My current idea is that it's quote unquote asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that the door was interested in my book.
You now know the
How-
door is a fan of literature.
So
It's a library door, I'd hope
Hey,
so.
why don't we get a dictionary?
they probably have a dictionary.
From
already.
where? The library?
Crap,
Do you know the like Drake and Josh bit?
Yeah. That's so good. We should get a dictionary. Really? Where would you get it? The library?
Millennia
I see the
is
problem.
going
My
to
brain
frown
cell's really trying its best.
That's so funny to me.
and she's going to put the book down in front of the door and take a step back and say, "This book is a gift to you. Please allow us to pass."
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, good. Oh, wait, I get a
Happens-
+2 because we're in the Fey realm.
Yes, you do.
Have an inspiration pool.
I might need to use that depending on. Oh, nope, nat 20.
Nat
Let's
20!
go.
Okay.
Congratulations.
So, as you offer your novella to the door, the right side of the door frame lights up.
We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere.
Okay, do we need a specific song or is it just like noise works?
Can I sing a lullaby that my mother used to sing to me? Will that work?
Roll a performance check if you would like.
Alright.
This
Out of 9.
You don't remember all the lyrics, but the melody's there. You're just like, baby, darling, like you're getting there, like you.
We don't have our bard with us. What'll we do?
I've been learning the flute. I can
Please
play,
don't, actually, you know?
Yeah, no.
Pulls
I can
out
play Megalovania.
pulls out the flute,
With
attempts
my flute.
Megalomania. It's just a recorder really badly recording.
My worst fear is Visper with an instrument.
Don't worry, I think I also have a viola.
I
Ah, my baby. No. I actually did play viola for like 5 years.
How was
but
it?
I stopped. It's pretty cool, but I just got to a point where I didn't care anymore.
Interesting.
I used to play the violin.
I
So.
am learning the ocarina. Fun facts.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, been trying to learn that for 5 years. I don't know where my training book went, so
Oh no.
It's just instinctual.
yeah,
You know.
it's in my closet. Listen, the end goal is so that way I can. The end goal to learning the ocarina is just so I can do the entire Lugia's song from Pokemon 2000, the movie. Like that. That's the end goal. I want to be able to do Lugia's song in its entirety through the ocarina, which is like a 3-minute song.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's the same
Anyway.
it's the same like 12 notes, but still.
Anyway, how does the song do for
You notice that the right side of the
door.
light begins to dim just ever so slightly.
Oh crap. Oh.
Like the runes are still lit, but they're just like, oh.
Wait, the book
I-
activated the same runes as our sounding or sound?
Yes, the offering, the persuasion of the book being offered did the same thing as if you had knocked on the door or as if Visper had sang a lullaby, but Visper singing the lullaby dimmed the lights, but the runes are still active.
Crap.
Okay, so the charming tune, I guess, was me persuading the door.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So we
So we
got
gotta
we got to figure out the scholar blight or guard awoken with you in the sight.
I feel like
This is going to be challenging.
Scholar Blight, those are not opposite ends of a spectrum.
What if we put it together?
Splight.
Mash it together like mashed potatoes.
What?
I'm pulling anything out of my hat now. I have no idea what this means.
It is Visper, it's other people's turn with the brain cell now. Mom says it's my turn with the brain cell now.
I'm going to steal the brain cell from you. Um,
Just sit on the floor playing with a Geki.
oh.
I figured out the last part, so
I haven't killed that gecko. You should be proud of me.
Yippee!
killed
killed
violets
mine.
though.
You actively sent yours out.
No.
No. Really? Let me replay episode 19.
Maybe we don't need to, actually. Okay. It's watching us, or it's sleeping, and we want it to be awakened.
Mm-hmm.
Brute force doesn't awaken it.
Nope.
Evidently.
Note to self: make easier door puzzles.
Please.
Please.
Note to self: we might spend an entire session on the door.
I mean, you guys are coming up on an hour, but you got 2/3. Like that's the best part.
I would like to remind everyone that this is for 50 gold for me and Violet.
Yeah, it is a modicum of a reward for the amount of work they're putting in for their brains right now.
Listen,
I
it's
forgot,
about
like,
the
why y'all
principle
even-
at this point.
I forgot why y'all even trying to get into the library again. Like, what specific item?
Just
Any
Just
book.
a book.
Book?
yeah.
I think I have a book
We
in my
could lie.
room.
We could just lie. Like,
No, y'all are doing this for a book. I think I have one in my room.
It's so funny.
huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We've been doing all this
Yeah.
for a book. Yeah, I legit have like a bookshelf in my room.
I will say that some of the owlins, that because you guys have a high enough passive perception, some of the owlins are whispering they've almost got it. If only they can just reveal the guardian.
Reveal the guardian.
Like from Zelda? Huh?
Oh
I have blind sight of 10 feet. Do I sense anything?
yes, you do.
Oh,
I didn't know you had blindsight. I would have given that to you forever ago.
yep. I have 10 feet of it because that's what I chose for my samurai.
There is an invisible presence on the door.
I address it and say, "Hi. Good morning. We would seek passage."
Though you can sense it, it does not respond to you, but you do know that it is there. So it seems that something else must be done in order to reveal it.
Does anyone have anything that can be used to? Does anybody have glitter or something?
Looks
Okay,
at Visper.
glitter. I have glitter. I open up my pouch.
No, I'm calling your bluff. There's no way you have glitter in your inventory. Hold up.
I open up my purse full to the brim with the glitter.
Calling your bluff too.
No, I don't have that.
Don't you have prestidigitation?
I do have prestidigitation, which could make a glitter effect, but it wouldn't be
Oh.
physical glitter.
I
My
point.
notes,
It
my
would be
notes I
physical
wrote
glitter.
in my
I
pouch, have
could
gloves. Oops, sorry.
I could get a quart of oil. I could get 12 gallons of salt water. How about a gallon of honey? 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Oh right, yeah, the alchemist jug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave the alchemist drug during her 2-week preparation period.
Yes.
I feel like it won't like if we cover it in oil.
Will rations help?
Rations are food.
I know. You can crush it up into crumbs and blow the dust.
Can I poke the presence?
You know what? That's not the dumbest thing I've heard today. You may attempt to poke the presence.
Okay, what do I roll?
I'm going to treat it as an attack roll.
Okay.
I grip the presents.
I'm going to treat it as an unarmed strike at this point.
All right,
Put it in a
+7. Let's
chokehold.
go. Nat 20.
No, God damn it.
Let's go!
So Milena, you reach out and you grab what you feel is a face, but it's a big face. You know that scene where that one, you know that scene in Hook where that one little kid is just like feeling up his face,
Yeah.
and then he goes, "Oh, there you are, Peter. You're that
And
kid
then-
right now."
Yes. All right.
Step
I
1,
see.
cover him in oil.
I say, good morning. We would like to seek passage into the library. We offered a book as well as a poppy.
After
Would you like a quart of oil?
After physically revealing the Guardian, it removes its magical invisibility from itself,
Let's
and
go!
then begins to chortle like an old man finding a joke very funny before the roots underneath you hand you your book back, and then he the voice goes, "I have never met a more entertaining group of people
To be
Let's
fair,
go!
in
we
over-
can't
Start
read.
over with comedy.
in over 500 years."
We cannot read, to be fair.
And he just continues laughing.
Can't read and we only share one brain cell.
You may enter, friends
Thank
of
you.
Princess Visper, as he descends underneath in a wall of thick roots, thus revealing the entrance to the library.
Okay, show's over. Everybody go home. Bye.
Ah.
You see everybody that they're just like, yay, they did it! Go Outsiders! Hooray! And then you see the two you see like the group of like sprite guards are like, all right, cool, they're safe, and then they just flutter away.
What do we do with a bucket of oil now?
Well, I didn't actually produce the oil.
Going to pretend you did. It's funny.
That would be a waste of my alchemy jug in case I need 2
Mayonnaise.
gallons of mayonnaise later.
That's so wild. It took
Ah.
all it took was an hour, but you guys got there, and I'm so. Here's the thing, though. I made so for the last part of the puzzle, just unveiling right now. The last part of the puzzle was you had to try to convince the door to let you in,
I see.
Oh, I
And
mean,
de-
we ended up doing that.
and then depending on how you did it, depended on the DC.
Right.
Mhm.
Honestly, persuasion was the second hardest DC.
Holy shit.
Dang.
Was that a nat
And I
20 on
rolled a
there?
nat 20.
And you rolled a nat
Yes.
20 on it. It was the second hardest DC to pass.
Ooh.
So congratulations. As you step
did it through
beyond the
comedy.
fold, as you step beyond the fold into the library, you see various owlins fluttering about as they gather books. Some of these books are even flying as if they're alive. They're sort of like some float fully closed up with a little latch to keep all the pages intact. Some of them flap like birds as they flutter about from shelf to shelf. You see a large, you see like a large, not a dais, but a desk at the very end of the hall, and you see these two branching, like trees, kind of give it this nice little frame, and you see this very old, very like hunched over, very large owlin. He is of a great horned owl. For those of you who don't know what a great horned owl is, you can look it up. But he's just this very old great horned owl. The feathers that would protrude from his brow have slowly started to droop, giving him sort of this antenna look. His robes are these vibrant purple, like this, like almost royal purple, and it is accented with this gold trim along the cuffs and along where the head would pop out from the neck hole. I can't remember what it's called right now. And he has these books that are just stacked all around him, and his eyes barely peeking through as he reaches for one book, sets it in front of him, and begins to just read before he closes it within a few minutes, slides it over, and then finds another book to read.
You brought this onto yourself. I would like to ride one of the books, please.
The books are so small.
I grabbed 2 of them and put each one
Hey,
underneath my.
There's no way they'll hold your weight.
No way.
As you
Like this is like trying like a helium balloon and trying to.
All right, well, Visper, here's what I'm going to have you do.
Mm-hmm.
Try to catch one of the books. Make an unarmed strike attack.
Alright.
Swear to God, if we get a third nat 20 on this,
Oh, I would roll the hit thing, which is the 3+.
Yes.
Alright.
Unarmed strike.
I got an 18.
All right, so you grab a book. You're still on the ground, and it is furiously fluttering away from you, trying to break free.
Oh no. I feel bad now. What's about to happen?
that's like a bird.
Yeah.
That is.
I don't want to.
It's not even a very big book.
Let go.
It's
Let go. Just let go.
It's not even a very big book. It's just a book.
I'll kiss it and say, "Fly free."
The book literally, as soon as you kiss it and you let go, it zooms away as fast as it can from you.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Visper, Visper, do remind me, your portal that you used to escape to get to the material realm, it's here in the library, right?
It should be.
Do you know where? Because I feel like this might be a helpful backup plan.
The farthest corner of the library. And
I
behind like
look
the safe
around.
shelves.
Very helpful, seeing as how big this library is.
Yeah, this library is roughly 3 stories in height, by the way.
Good lord.
It's alright, let me be more specific since you need it. It should be on the top level behind the bookshelf in the corner. With a book that's golden, if I recall.
Really?
Yep.
Cool. All right. I want to go check out this portal.
Okay. So you guys make your way up the flight of stairs that are just they sit in like, so if as you walk down the hall, you'll notice that the first floor is mostly like a study area. They have like these naturally grown tables with the cute little like you know how like cubicles are, but like the small ones you find in libraries where they have like this small little wall in front so that way you can feel like you have a private spot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Basically that, but it's all made out of like natural roots and like branches and stuff like that to kind of keep up with the theme. Um, the the floor beneath you is this nice soft loamy ground where it feels comfortable. Like everywhere you step, there's no like pain in your steps, stuff like that. It's almost like you're stepping on like a cushion. uh, and it kind of gives it that natural like grove like feel. And then on either ends of the library, from the middle of the first floor, you'll see spiral staircases that go all the way up. And so you take one of them, and you go to the third floor. You said correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Third
So you
floor.
go to the third floor. From here, you can see the entirety of every single wall is lined with rows and rows and rows of books. Where I would say, if a bookshelf is approximately 10 feet wide, every third bookshelf has what looks to be a statue with a mythological creature or a fairy or some sort of depiction of what looks to be like some sort of important figure within the Feywild. One of them,
These don't come alive, do they, Visper? Like just to make sure.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
so you see so as you pass by one of the statues is the image of a what are they called, of a green knight. That's what it is called, the green knight, uh a a noble warrior who defends the Feywild and is imbued with the powers of the Feywild to combat the threats. Another one you pass by is a unicorn, and then another one is a griffin. You eventually reach the very end of the back of the library on the third floor, and you see 2 sets of bookshelves, each one going about, I would say, about 30 feet in each direction, and then a large central statue of what appears to be the image of a. What is that creature's name? I literally have it and I can't remember its name right now. 1 minute. That's what I was looking for. Of a dryad. That's the one I was looking for.
Ah.
It's the image of
Hmm.
a very beautiful dryad, and she appears to be emerging from a tree.
Pretty.
but as far as you
Uh,
can tell, you do not see anything resembling a portal.
Do we find a
Oh,
golden book?
Glancing with your passive perceptions, I would say that you guys find many golden books.
Visper.
well, it's been a while, so I think it had a gem on it. It was a very pretty book, though.
Visper, roll a history check.
Oh goodness.
I got a 7.
You don't
Aw.
recall what this book looks like. Like you could have swore you pulled a book for certain. Like you're just
Visper.
like
The
you're pretty
whole
confident.
bookshelf is golden.
Well, there was a specific one.
Cool.
This is
While
amazing.
they're doing that, I actually wanted to approach the big owlin.
Oh yeah, the ancient looking one down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you approach, and this Owlin has gone through. By the time you reach him, he's gone through, from what you've seen, 5 separate books already. But these books
Oh.
are massive. They're like omnibus dictionaries.
I see.
And he only like pops open like the first 20 pages, looks at something, and then closes it, and then slides it to the side before grabbing another one.
I kind of clear my throat. Excuse me, sir, ma'am? I'm not sure which.
Yes.
Ah, sir. Okay. I am new here. I'm an outsider. I was hoping to potentially trade a book. Like what I hold up the book that I have, and I'm like, this one for one of just anything from here. I don't know how to go about this. I know trading books is kind of a thing for where I'm from, so I wanted to see if you wanted to trade knowledge as well.
Outsiders. Yes, we have heard about you. His eyes are so closed, you can't tell if he's actually looking at you. But he's clearly acknowledging you. But
Okay.
he's sort of like muttering about his head shifts to and fro as if he's trying to triangulate where you are. But at the same time, he still refuses to stop what he was doing as he continues to slide one book after the other past him.
Also, sorry, I don't mean to be rude. My name is Millennia.
Good to meet you. I am the archives keeper here. You may call me Rupert.
Rupert. Nice to meet you, Rupert.
Yes. Now, about this book. Bring it here.
I'll hand him the book, or at least put it in his general area.
He surprisingly, as you were about to place it down, he grabs it from you, and then he cracks it open. But he doesn't look like he's reading it. It looks like his hand is just tracing over it. It's almost as if he's trying to read Braille. And then he goes, oh, I see. Well, this shall be an interesting tale. And he just gently closes it, and then he slides it back to you. We are not in the business of trades, per se, but you may peruse the archives at your leisure. You passed the test.
Okay. Well, thank you. I go on the sending earring. Well, my plan didn't work.
Might I ask, is the princess with you?
Somewhere around here.
She always liked wandering the archives. Do remind her that the next time she attempts to leave through the secret portal, I will personally see to it that I shall be her tutor, and she will be locked down by a very powerful form of magic.
Oh, I will pass on the message.
Oh gosh. I've been caught. I've been found.
Very good.
I,
And just to be aware, this was at her mother's behest.
Oh
she sounds like a
no.
lovely woman.
Oh, yes, yes. Quite so. She's very worried about her daughter.
Hmm.
Righto. I must
Well,
return to work. And he just grabs
all
another
right.
book and just slides it.
Cool. I'm gonna go find them. Bye. And they'll kind of scamper off.
Scamper away like, okay.
Yep. So things aren't great.
Huh?
Oh.
Uh, well, I'll relay what Rupert said about Visper.
Gosh darn it. I've been caught.
And then I'll also say, well, the plan to exchange my book for one of theirs didn't work out so well, so we'll have to go with plan B.
Yeah.
Did you guys find the portal?
No.
The camera pans behind us to show the entire bookshelf of golden books.
There's like,
No.
like out of the 60 feet worth of books on either side of this dryad statue, there each one has a single shelf that's just gold inlaid books.
This is a shot in the dark, but can I smell like the material plane from anywhere
Ooh,
Okay.
that's interesting. Uh,
using dog sense?
okay, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and roll me
Going
a
doggo mode.
perception check.
All right. Dude, no, I'm gonna use an inspiration point.
Fair enough. Let me take that.
I'll roll that again because I'm not happy with a 7.
I'll take
I
this.
can do better than that. 16, that's better.
16.
Okay.
Okay. Respectable. So I will ask, do you shift in this moment just ever so slightly, or like how does Millennia sense using her?
So she pulls up her hood,
Okay.
and then her like face shifts into that of a wolf's face, and
Okay.
kind of like nose elongates, all that. So it's like kind of like obvious that there are ears poking kind of into the hood a bit and stuff, but it's covering most of her face, so that way it's not like the most obvious thing.
Right.
And she does the sniffing, like high-powered sniff.
Okay. So she takes in like a deep breath to try to get it
Yep.
before she like kind of sniffs the air for traces.
Yep, and I'll
Um,
mark off a use of shift for that.
Okay, perfect. So you raise your snout and you just take in a big whiff of the archive, trying to narrow down the familiar scent of the material plane. Um, what you get is a very natural smell of of the woods and like the moss and the grass. It's very peaceful. It's the best way to put it. And then as you continue to sniff about, you take small sniffs here and there to try to narrow it down. But you don't really smell the material plane,
Okay.
or at least anything that's familiar to the material plane.
Right. It was worth a shot.
It was absolutely worth a shot.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to pursue this line too much further. I would like to go and talk to Rupert.
Certainly.
Do so
Uh,
as well.
Hello, sir. I was wondering if you could help me locate something on a subject.
Rupert continues to like braille read a book. You need assistance with research?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I was wondering if there was anything here about cursed items, so specifically of the sort that can disappear a person.
Ah, right. Wait. One moment. Let me. And you sense a bit of magic escape his talons as a small drawer opens up, and he stands up before he grabs the book, and he brings it up to a God. What are those things called that you use? It's not a podium. It's the
A lectern.
Thank you, the lectern.
I know that from Minecraft.
Way to go, Minecraft! Still teaching everybody how to do stuff. Yeah. So he puts it on a lectern, and then he opens up this massive book, and he begins to just scrawl his talons over it. You never see a tear on it or anything like that, but it just seems that he's like sensing for what you're looking for through this lectern on this lectern. Ah, here we are. You will want the second floor on the right hand side, and he gestures to his right. And then will be the third shelf from the Kelpie statue on the left.
Great. Got it. Thank you very much. And I guess I'll go there. I'm just to be clear, I'm looking for anything on
On like
Serena's
cursed item.
disappearance.
Got you. Okay, roll an investigation.
Investigation. This feels like a magical area with magical things. That is an 18 on
18.
investigation.
Wonderful. You come across three different books, each one of them talking about magical items that can. Each one of them talking about various different magical items, but each one unique in its own way. One of them seems to be the equivalent of a manuscript from a Fey inventor about their trials and errors of creating magical items. Then you have another one that is more related to like ancient magical items that have relations to the Fae, and then the last one is it's a very thin book, maybe no more than I'd say 150 pages long. That you can tell this is more of a catalog of items.
Did we ever get what type of item the that disappeared Serena was? It was a sword, right?
It was a artifact of Golion specifically.
Artifact of Golion.
Yeah.
Do I find anything like that in the catalog?
As you begin panning through, I'm gonna use that 18 because it still covers everything.
All right.
As you continue to go through and read through this catalog, this 150-page catalog of items, there aren't any weapons that would do something like this that just shunt people to and fro, save for one. There is a dagger that when you throw it, you are able to teleport to the dagger's location.
Is that similar to the thing Serena picked up?
It's not similar, but it's as close to an idea of what you're looking for in terms of just people suddenly being whisked away.
Some sort of teleportation.
Right. Other items that do it are things like what is known as a flux bauble. It is a small little like trinket that's in the shape of an orb that has a swirling that has like a swirling vortex of magical energy that when you use it, it randomly teleports you somewhere on your plane of existence.
That doesn't really sound right either. Can I just like I don't think the manuscript is gonna have much, but I'll skim through it just to make sure
Mhm.
uh this guy didn't like make the cursed item that I'm looking for here.
As far as you can tell, these are a bunch of items created by a fairy by the name of Elric. He's an inventor. He mostly makes trick items, so items that are meant to be used for uh, silliness, mischief making, things of that nature.
Hmm.
Um, but he has produced other items that were failures in his eyes because they were deemed too dangerous for the Seelie Fae, but not so much for unseelie Fae. Um, he has made a number of various uh, items that can make you invisible, and he has made a number of items that teleport you to specific locations as long as the stickers are in the as long as the stickers are placed within the same plane of existence. It's like a think of it like a teleportation spell without the fact of having to draw a teleportation circle.
Hmm. Yeah. And what was the third book again?
The third book is so that one was the manuscript, and then the last one was the catalog. The third book was, if I remember correctly, I said it was it was just what did I say it was?
Yeah. I don't remember either. It was Fey technology.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was a catalog of, or not a catalog. It was a book relating to items in the Feywild, like their legends and their lore and things of that nature.
Uh, what's the name of the god here that we're dealing with? Is it
Golion, the
the
centipede god.
Golion? He's not a Fey god, is he?
No, he is a god specific to the faith of the material plane in Abukanasta.
Well, I mean, like he doesn't take residence in the Feywild.
No.
No. Yeah, he gives off more Shadowfell vibes, but so yeah, I'll flip through it too, but I don't hope to find anything really.
Mm-hmm. So as you're skimming through, you see things like these aren't really like too powerful items, but there's you have like the bow of the Dryad, which is, let me see if I can pull it up here. Because I have it. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, the Dryad's Gift is what I meant. That's what it's called. It's a bow that it's an unbreakable bow for non-magical means, and you can it basically has the ability uh to just you can speak certain words about it, and then like the power of the forest becomes yours to command, sort of thing. You have a another weapon called the Blooming Blade, which allows you to basically wield the powers of nature as you strike with this long sword. You have sillier magic items like what's it called? Uh, like the Dart of the Macaw, which is basically just a dart that becomes a bird.
That's great.
Yeah, and it will always fly back to you. That's the whole point. There's a dart that after you throw it and it does what it does, it becomes a bird and flies back to you, always returning. Uh, but aside from that, there's also some of the more rare artifacts like the scepters of the four seasons. There is I think it's called the black gem or the black crystal, which is a which was the device, or not the device, which was the magical item that corrupted the sister Titania. It's very well known, but nobody besides the Queen of Ice and Air have actually seen it. Um, Things of that nature. So you have very obvious ancient iconography. You have the scepters that each of the royals of the courts of their respective seasons wield, things of that nature that allow them to basically harness their seasonal energies in their entirety, without having to worry about uh, the chaotic ramifications of their powers. But as far as like looking in for like things like Golion and other things of that nature, no, there's nothing really of note.
Ah, Is there anything else that would be in the Feywild that I feel like would be good to research here?
That would be up to you. Was there anything else in particular that you were hoping to learn about the Feywild that maybe the archives might have?
Do we have? Are there any books on the current king and queen of the Spring Court?
Yes, there is.
That could be helpful in getting some impression of them before we meet them.
Wonderful.
Oh, the mom
Not
sounds
from
fun.
Whisper.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want, you can roll another investigation check, and if anybody would like to assist you, if you want the others to help you in this, you can certainly do so.
I don't think I need it. That is an unnatural 20.
Yeah, fair enough. 17 plus 3.
Woo.
So as you continue to, as you put the books away, obviously, and then you continue to peruse, you decide to start looking for the various books related to the king and queen of the current court. You come across a book known as the Court of Legacy. The Court of Legacy is basically a record of all the kings and queens of the Court of Spring specifically. And so as you pop it open and you look over, you find the most recent entries are of the king and queen and of Princess Visper and her siblings.
Do I
And
have siblings?
you didn't tell me you didn't.
It's canon now.
There you go. You have 5 brothers and sisters.
Visper's not
Dang!
the eldest, correct?
Visper is technically not the eldest. No.
Okay.
You
know that. Okay.
Hmm?
Visper's not the eldest child of the Spring Court. Wow.
Not?
You are not.
Dang.
Why do they care so much then?
Yeah. That's my.
It's not like this is their heir. It's
I
just
don't
their
like
child,
siblings
you know.
anymore. I don't like the sibling aspect anymore.
That's amazing. I don't
I
like
don't like
having
the
siblings anymore. Too bad. So the first thing you'll note is that her father is a half elf. Who, yes, her father is a half elf who had, and according to the records, he had stumbled from the material plane into the Feywild and fell in love with the queen, with the current queen of the Spring Court, who is the mother of Visper and her 5 brothers and sisters. And she is of Eladrin descent, her mother.
6 children. Ugh.
Don't like my siblings. No. Don't
So,
exist in my mind.
so Visper is the second child. The first is her elder brother, who regretfully has died. And then everybody else is, so she's technically the oldest of all the children who are currently in existence, but the eldest brother
Dang.
died.
Okay, that makes sense
Dang.
now.
So she is
So
the heir.
she is the heir apparent, yes. And then her 4 remaining brothers and sisters are all within, I'd say, somewhere in the ballpark of, like, give or take 2 to 5 years apart from each other, comparatively to Visper.
Jeez. They've only very recently started
Yeah, to be fair,
for heirs.
to be fair, the son was 126 when he died.
Sheesh.
Oh, so they waited a while after.
Correct.
I mean, he lived a long life.
Yes.
So
Records.
Visper's never met him either.
Yeah.
Correct. Records say that he.
Timeline-wise here.
Yeah. Records say that the the fallen prince had died during combat within a previous Fey war.
Oh.
Oof. F in the chat.
So following
What's his name?
his name is Eldrin.
Eldrin. Cool. I'm just
I'm
gonna.
I'm sorry, but you said the name Eldrin. I was like, oh, my parents named them after our species. All right, okay.
No, that's Eladrin
Oh,
or
oh my
To be
Eladrin.
fair,
goodness.
they are very similar names.
They are very similar
Yeah.
names. Yes.
I was about to say. It's like
Like-
human.
Like that's the shorthand of his name. Like I don't want to give you the full name because it's pretentious. Because Faye.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah. He looked very much like his father. He looked more half elvish than he did like Eladrin. Where Visper takes more from her mother's side of the family. And then is there anything else you want to glean from this book of legacy, or
Read my article.
I am actually curious about Visper's article here.
okay? So it chronicles the most recent information. So you know of Visper's age. You know that she's, if I remember correctly, she's 16.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you know that Visper is 16 years of age, according to the records. You know that she is of Eladrin descent, very stemming from her mother's side of the family. What's important to note here is that Visper has it is stated on the record that Visper's penchant for wielding the chaos of spring is stronger than anyone in her bloodline. And that and that it stated that she had ran away. According to the record, she had run away about 3 months prior to your arrival, and that she had just recently returned. And it literally states the date on which she just returned.
Oh.
That's like today.
That was today.
Cool. They've really got some Wikipedia authors in here to keep up with recent events.
Yes.
Uh,
You will also note that while you are reading this book of legacy, that the when you're reading specifically Visper's page, um, you see that the page glows ever so faintly.
can I Arcana check to see what's up with that?
Absolutely.
15.
15. Quick question: is Millennia and Visper still on the third floor?
I thought I followed Violet.
I'm still on the third floor. I haven't followed them.
Okay.
I was still searching while they were doing that.
I was still trying to figure out where Visper was. That's why I was asking.
Ah.
So the reason why it's you can infer that the reason why it's glowing is because it determines that she's still alive.
Dang.
So no
Cool.
faking a death.
Mm-hmm.
If only I knew illusions.
I don't know how much that would help.
Yeah, me neither.
It seems that this book of legacy is able to keep records in real time as well, as you can tell from that Arcana 15.
Ah.
So it is
Makes
It's
magic.
a
sense.
live Wikipedia
Yeah,
page.
so it is a technically a living book.
Visper, do you happen to know the security of this library at all? I feel like it'd be a little suspicious to ask.
I know that when I left, it was somewhat. It's usually high guarded. The reason why I was able to escape so easily was because my parents were having this meeting and they wanted all the guards to keep surveillance of it, but there were a few, so it's usually heavily guarded, to say the least.
Cool.
Yeah.
I I will sort of I will put the book back, but I'll put it back so that it's like sticking out a little bit.
Certainly. So you just have it sticking out ever so slightly, so it's easy to pull out at a moment's notice.
Yes.
Why can't I just put a little sticker on it? Like on the back of the book? No one
I
will know.
We will also not know if it's covered up by the other books.
Oh yeah. Forgot I couldn't find my own portal.
Did you put
So
a
keep it
sticker
sticking out.
on the other book? On the book with the portal?
No.
Um, I can't remember.
Cool.
I was in a rush, okay?
All right. Uh I'm not sure what else I am looking to glean from the library here.
Certainly. If there's nothing else, what about the rest of you, Visper and Millennia? Did you want to look up anything while you guys are here?
Nah, I got nothing. I
Nah,
was
me
just
neither.
looking for the portal and I found nothing. So I'm just like, uh, I hop on the headphone and be like, "Hey, I think this plan is just a wash, and we should cut our losses. Like it was only not very much that we were gonna get from this."
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to piss off the mom because she seems like not a great person to be around if she's mad.
Yeah. So let's get out of here.
All right.
Alrighty. So you depart from the library. Where would you like to go from here? The castle is yours, and nobody's expecting you to meet the king and queen right now. As far as you
We've
understand
got
it.
rooms to go to, right?
Well, I can give them a tour of the rooms.
Yeah, certainly. You remembered your way around the castle, so you can certainly guide them to their chambers if you would like.
That
Yep,
could be helpful here.
I'll do that.
Wonderful. So Visper, you guide your friends to their respective chambers, which you guys would be in the East Tower. Visper, it's Visper and the family's. Well, Visper's chamber specifically is in the West Tower, so you guys are completely on opposite sides of the castle. Um, but she leads you to the East Tower, and I say tower, but it's more like you guys are sleeping in the hallway that connects the castle proper and the East Tower. Um, that you guys have, but you each have your own rooms that have already been cleaned and furbished and decorated. Uh, your rooms are these they're very homely. Wood flooring that's been flattened out so that way it's nice and smooth. With sort of a like a loamy, almost moss-like rug, and your bedding is made out of downy feathers and it's like draped over. It has these nice like cute little those bed curtains that you see on some beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, to kind of like
Mhm.
Mhm.
keep bugs out.
Mhm.
You got something very similar that has a sort of like gossamer silk like texture to it, but it still like is enough to cover the entire bed, and it doesn't look like it's going to break anytime soon. Um, your you have a window that sees out to the courtyard, um, at least the east courtyard, and it also looks a little bit to the center of the central courtyard where you guys had met this mysterious owlin. You As for you, Visper, you could describe to me what your room looks like.
All right. So, imagine this like big old room with one side of the wall mostly covered by a bookshelf, and then a little bit to the side is like this like study desk.
Hmm.
Then in the like as soon as you enter the room, you see like this big like lavish bed with you know that what is it, that thing that hangs from the wall that's like curtains, whatever you call it,
I think it's just
with
curtains.
like bed curtains and
Oh, like a like a
whatnot.
like a blackout curtain, or
No, like the semi see through one.
Oh,
Dude,
I
I
get you.
forgot what it's called. Or whatever it's called. It's like hanging from the bed. And then and then in front of the bed, next, and not in front of, yeah, in front of the bed, by the wall, as soon as like you open it, you turn like left, you'll see this like these shelves where I will put like my personal belongings, with also a drawer and like a vanity mirror. It has like all my jewelry and stuff like that. That's essentially it.
awesome. So you guys have your rooms. Was there
I am
anything?
not good at describing
You're
things.
good. You're taking your time. Um, is there anything else that you guys would like to do, like explore the castle or just take a rest?
Um, we
Uh,
have each have separate rooms? Sorry.
Yes, you
yeah,
each
each
have
of
your
us have
Okay.
own
separate.
rooms.
In Millennia's room, when she gets a moment, she's actually going to. Is there like floorboards?
Yes, there are.
She's going to loosen a couple of them by the door so that way they squeak if they're moved.
Interesting.
Just she's always like kind of on edge about that stuff, so she's just like, just to be sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. I know your strength score. You kind of just like you have to brute force it a little bit without snapping it, but yeah, you apply enough pressure where, like, you can definitely hear a squeak
Okay,
when somebody just stands on it. So
perfect. And then that's all she kind of wanted to do.
okay. What about you, Violet? Is there anything special you want to do to your room while you're here?
Uh, not particularly.
No, no,
Um,
no paranoia.
no. Uh,
That's good.
Violet's too lazy to be paranoid.
That's
Um,
that's a good mindset.
uh, I guess I'm gonna just create some more poisons whilst I'm in here
Yeah, absolutely.
for my
Um,
poisoner's poison.
yeah, absolutely. Um, then you guys can take this opportunity to take a long rest if you wish, if you haven't
Wait,
already.
can I like take like three jewelry, because I need to do that, like three rings that are not, that doesn't have a tracker in it?
Don't
Roll
they
me
all?
a roll me an investigation check to see if you can find a tracker.
All right, let's see. I got a 21.
Okay. Most of your jewelry has a magical tracker enchanted on it.
Already knew that.
I mean, you have the thing that disables most trackers, right?
I do.
You have that magic item.
I don't even think
That's
she
only for
remembers.
me. Are you talking about like the amulet?
Yeah, the amulet
I thought
gets rid of
I
most
thought
divination magic.
I thought that's only for like the person who's wearing it. Yeah, it's only for the person who's wearing it.
Yeah, so if you take the jewelry, they're not going to be able to track you.
Yeah, but once I take it off, it'll be trackable.
Okay.
Or once you give it to Etna, then she'll be tracked.
So you're saying it's their problem?
It's their problem.
She already said that she accepts that.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, cool. Go ahead and pocket. What do you want as jewelry? Rings, amulets.
Three rings.
All right, go ahead and pocket 3 rings. Three fey rings.
Is there anything valuable in my room that's not bolted down, by the way?
Define valuable.
I don't know, a cool mirror, something I could trick someone into buying for more than it's worth.
Oh, we are the wrong people to be given these rooms.
All right, roll an
Dang,
investigation
you're gonna
check.
get me in trouble.
This is why I ask these questions.
15.
15. So you kind of like look around. You open the dresser, and it's got like a couple of clothes in there for. Like,
Is there a Bible? Sorry.
roll for Bible?
The Fey Bible.
Yeah, roll for the Fey Bible. Just flat D20.
17.
17. There's no Fey Bible.
Damn.
They don't have Bibles.
Jesus isn't real.
Yeah, of course Jesus isn't real. He's not a Fey creature.
Or is he?
Or is he?
There's not a Mormon Bible either.
No.
Oh no.
As much as I want to believe those are Fey creatures, they are not. No offense to anybody who's Mormon. But anyways, so you look in. There's a couple of like clean clothes, like nightgowns or like sleepwear, for because they didn't know if you were going to be a boy or a girl, so they just put both sets of clothes aside. You have there's a small closet that has a royal garb inside of it, and by royal garb I mean it's just a nice clothing, if that makes sense. Like it's just meant to make you look presentable to the king and queen when the time comes. It's unisex, so you don't need to worry about that. There is a
Do
mirror.
I have to be in uniform, or can I have my own
You were never
fancy
informed.
clothes?
You were never informed, so you can probably get away with just your current fancy clothes that you got away with when you entered the Royal Archives in Blasphatan.
All right.
There is a standing mirror that seems to be held in place by this overgrown it's shaped perfectly. The mirror is shaped perfectly to fit into these like branches and roots that hold the mirror in place, and it's a full body mirror. And then the only other thing of note that I can think of that's in your room is that there's a small empty lockbox. It's nothing to sneeze at. It's like lightly decorated with like paints that show like various kinds of fey creatures kind of dancing along, but that's about it.
Is it like something I can pick up and move, or is it like built into the wall?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely pick up and move that little lockbox. It's like a small jewelry box that's empty.
I'll take it. I'll take that box.
Okay, cool.
Oh my goodness.
I tore up my floor.
Imagine
Violet's
just check the
stealing shit.
rooms and they see that things are missing. Oh,
Oh,
this is not good. I'll be in so much trouble.
Yeah, just write in that you have a Fey Wild jewelry box.
where'd it go? I did.
Refresh your character sheet.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's going on? No, we getting raided.
Whoa.
Trashy. Hello, Raiders.
Oh.
Hello, Trashy. How you guys doing today?
Hello.
Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
We are we're just playing some D&D. My name is EK, and I'm a total VTuber. I'm the dungeon master over here. With me are three of our wonderful D&D to D&D. Sick, I love it. Easy raid.
Easy raid.
Easy raid indeed. Yeah, so welcome. These are our wonderful players. We have not_mafia_ here on my
Hello.
here on the right or left of the screen.
Left,
In the middle.
left screen.
Yep, left. Sorry,
Uh,
I'm looking as if I'm in the mirror. We have
Yeah.
Wailing Frog here in the center, and then we have our new player. We have Lumi. She's new to Dungeons and Dragons, and she's having a lot of fun. I hope.
Well, as new as like how long have we been playing? Like 6 months.
It was like, didn't we start in like September?
I
Not
don't-
September, November.
So I don't know.
It was either
20
September or
November's
November.
like 7 months ago. I can check.
Well,
Actually,
yeah, it
wait,
was
no.
November.
The VODs were probably upload a bit
We
further.
started in November. so
Listen,
yeah.
we're 20 episodes in. I don't care anymore. The fact we made it to 20 episodes is more than enough for me.
Episode 1 originally streamed on September 25th.
There you go. Now you have the time link.
Yeah.
Did y'all's session open very less cursed than mine? Yes.
We spent an hour opening a door.
They spent an hour
Yeah.
solving a door puzzle.
But
Note
now
to-
we're trying to open up a door with our one collective brain cell.
To be fair, this puzzle was I built this puzzle way before realizing Visper couldn't read her own race's language, okay? Like I'll talk about my
Ooh.
session started with my players talking about having sex with Arby's sandwiches, not even in character. No. No. I spend at least 3 minutes of the start of the episode playing music. and then I put us on rails as soon as possible. Been doing that since day one. We are okay.
Wow,
Actually,
I'm
control your
canceling you for
characters.
being a railroading DM. Actually,
Ouch, rough. Okay, that's fair.
No,
What's rails? Good point.
I say as the character who's gotten away with the most bullshit.
You have. I really should put some reins on you, but at this point, it's too much fun to let you go off. So,
I mean, you kind of did with killing the lizard.
that's fair. I did kill that skeleton lizard.
Yeah.
I got that lizard.
At least mine is still alive.
I'm scared
For
for
now.
the future of that.
Oh, yeah.
plotline.
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, man. Get some food. Get some grub. Yeah, Raiders, welcome. So just for some context here for our session, we are currently in the Feywild, and these three, I'm gonna call them delinquents now.
No,
These
I say as the rogue.
yeah, you say as the rogue.
No,
These-
I say as the barbarian.
you say as the barbarian, and then Visper is a chaos wizard. So yeah, these three delinquents here. Yeah, you guys basically looted your own rooms.
Well, I didn't loot. I just
Okay,
missed-
you vandalized your room.
Yeah, there we go. That's
you,
better.
You vandalized your room.
Let's
Visper
get the
took.
crime right.
Yeah, sure. Let's get the crimes correct. So they each have their own rooms in the Feywild. So that they are currently in our character in Lumi's character Visper. She is the princess of the Court of Spring within the Feywild, and she left them to their own devices in their room, and then she went back to her room. Visper, knowing that her jewelry has tracking magic on it, decided, well, as long as I'm wearing this amulet of proof of detection against this amulet of proof against detection and whatnot, then I should be fine. And so she has to pocket that for extra money, so she has 3 rings of detection magic on that. Millennia, Wailing Frog's character, vandalized her room by slightly breaking the floorboards in front of behind the door, so that way it creaks whenever somebody steps on it. And then Violet just pocketed a empty jewelry box from her room.
Listen, I bet I could scam
criminals.
someone for like 30 gold for this thing.
At minimum.
And if they don't have it bolted down and attached to the wall, frankly, it's their fault. It's like hotel soaps.
Fun
Yep.
fact, they actually want you to take those.
They actually do want you to take those.
Yeah.
Real talk.
But I don't think the
They just
jewelry-
throw them away otherwise.
Yeah. They assume if you didn't use it, it's not worth using, and they chuck it out and they replace it immediately when they do it through cleaning. I should know. I used to do that.
I used to work in hotels too.
Weird business. But
Yeah.
we actually have 2 other players, but they weren't able to show up today. So, but hey, if you guys stick around, hopefully we try to do this every Sunday, but it's just been a little busy this month. Honestly, we've gotten only 2 sessions this month, in if that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
There's also an archive on Achaeon's
Yeah,
YouTube channel.
if you go
of
down
all
to-
19 previous episodes.
Yep, if you go down onto my YouTube channel, you can see all the previous episodes if you want. I hope you do. I would really appreciate it. And if you like what's going on here, I also stream irregularly here normally. I'm a variety streamer, so if you guys like that sort of stuff and you just like to hang out, just have a random guy talk to you, or the void as I like to call it, while you're doing other things, no problem. I appreciate you showing up all the same. Hey, thank you guys for showing up, and I hope you have a good time. All right, so back to the vandalism. So you guys have. Yep. What do you do now?
Oh,
Can I raid the
okay.
kitchen?
The
You're going
kitchen. There's only so much we can get away with here.
Yeah.
You can
I
certainly.
want some food though.
You can certainly try.
I mean, person's gotta eat, you know.
Visper, you have a dress pocket full of snacks.
Yeah, but I don't want to eat snacks though. I want a meal.
We've already had a meal, didn't we? Like when we got here.
You guys were given tea and snacks. That's not a. That's more
Oh,
like a-
we
Yeah.
have we not eaten?
No, not since the
No.
morning you left from your camp to go into the castle proper.
I want some.
You guys
meal.
have just been everywhere, but the dining hall.
Yeah,
Like,
Violet hasn't noticed because Violet doesn't eat.
Correct.
Since I keep like what is it, Geki in my like little pouch, I think Geki ate the snacks I had there.
I will take note of this.
Melania is just munching on jerky.
Chewing on some jerky.
How much of
reading
that
her
do you
terrible
have?
rom-com.
I have 10 days worth of rations. I'm good.
What is
I
it?
think I
didn't
also
I
have
take, like-
rations, but I don't have any reason to have them.
Didn't I take like the rest of the like food and I just shoved it in my pouch?
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I can't think of much else to do in the castle besides going to see the parents.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
that's something I would rather do with Scorb here, at the very least.
You'd rather do it with the guy who was given legal authority to act as a diplomat.
Yeah.
Was it just him?
I mean, he was given a mission. You guys are technically also envoys of the city of Blasmatan. Given
I mean, to be
you by
fair,
the,
I
by
do
the
have a
merchant
fairly
prince.
good. I do have a fairly good charisma score.
Yeah. Well, that's up to you guys.
I
Would
have
you...
good charisma as well.
Well, this is totally up to you guys. Would you guys like to do a meeting now, or would you rather wait for Scorb and Ember to be present for this?
I would like to, but it's ultimately up to y'all if y'all feel like it.
What's our timing looking like here?
It's currently. Let's see, you guys got in the morning. It's about midday through all your shenanigans. So it's about lunchtime.
Yeah. Okay. I guess the other thing to think about is in the real world, how much time do we have for a full encounter with the parents?
Oh, you guys got about a half hour left. Like we got about like a half hour left of our runtime for this episode. So it's up to you guys on what you want to do.
I
We
mean, I'm
can-
down.
Yeah, let's I'm good to like try to talk to them, and Scorb is there in case we need to make retcons next session.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Scorb is present. Yeah, it's
Yeah, this will go
lunchtime.
good.
Yeah, but it's lunchtime, and you guys have been informed that that you were supposed to take your time just getting rest and leisure. So I just thought I'd let you know
Ah.
that. So it's up to you guys what you want to do for this half hour. You have like I said, the castle is yours to explore. You guys now know where your chambers are, so you don't even have to worry about where you're gonna lay your head down for the night. You've successfully solved my door puzzle. Only took you an hour, but you figured it out.
Blind sight proved useful for once.
And it
Yep.
wasn't an invisible enemy. But yeah, we could also just call it here if you wish. This is totally up to you guys. I can literally keep doing this all day. Not actually, because I have to cook dinner later, but I can literally do this all day.
Hmm.
Well, I already said my stance, so
Visper's ride or die. That's the kind of girl she is, man.
I'm good to go. With a little bit of scared notion, but I've got a +8 in persuasion. I'll be fine.
I got good charisma. I got like 17 in charisma, so
I'm not
There's
gonna
that.
talk.
We are a party of mostly charisma casters.
Yeah, you are. Like
Mhm.
more than half the party is charisma-based casters. Yes.
Yeah, Scorb and I are the fighters.
We have the squishies and the fighters.
Yes, my favorite team composition: the faces and then the fighters. Truly God's gift to this world.
The faces and the fists.
Yes, the faces and the fists. What a weird team name we have. Yeah, if you guys want to, if you guys want to attempt to meet with the king and queen, you most certainly can.
Do we have
Yeah,
to dress
let's
up
go.
for it?
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, but it's up to you. It's a consensus thing that I need to know. So
Yeah, let's
I know
go.
how to move forward. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
let's go.
Okay.
The one
So-
brain cell squad.
Yeah, one brain cell amongst the three of you, and this is where we're going.
So we've got 4 inspiration points. I've got all of my free bardic inspiration points.
It
I'm
took
good.
us all of 7 minutes to come to a decision. That's what one brain cell gets you. Okay, so you three reconvene into the central in the central courtyard, where you then decide collectively it's time to meet mom and dad for Visper.
Yep.
As you make your way to the throne room, you notice that there are a couple of goblin guards who are standing at attention. They have these cute little like metal visor helmets with the visor raised up, and they have these spears that are about 2 times their height, and they're standing in this hallway. But as you keep going down, you see that the scale of security increases. So it goes like you have like 3 goblin spearmen who start at the front, and then it scales, and then it goes to elvish swordsmen who are lightly armored, till eventually you come across green knights, one on each side of the door, who are clad in this emerald green armor with intricate etchings, which is good engravings along the edges of the armor. They each wield these very large long swords that have elven runes etched inside of them on them, and they stand at attention at the door.
Just kind of mentally clocking this and being like, I could probably get to here.
this is probably the most action I can get out of it before this happens. Starts mentally mapping out a warpath.
Princess?
Yes, let me hello. And like in my I tried to do this like in my most persuading voice, even though I'm a little bit nervous about this whole ordeal. So I walk up to them and say, well, hello there. I would like to speak to my parents. Will you let me go through along with my friends?
So these green knights, they wear the I can't remember the name of the helmets, but they wear these full mask helmets, so you can't see their faces. If you've ever seen Monty Python's Black Knight, think that helmet without the feather at the top.
Mm.
And they just stand perfectly still.
Dang.
Mm.
What am I supposed to do now?
I don't. It's your whole thing. I don't.
I tried tapping them like, hello, can you hear me? I would like to speak to my parents.
They both look to each other, like they slow turn to each other, and then they just turn back, and then they look, and then the one that you tapped looks down, and then just continues looking straight forward.
You kidding me? I'm the literal princess. What do I have to do
I
to
think
go
you can-
speak
I
to
think
my
you can
parents?
just walk past. I think you can just walk past. Just go. Like walk with confidence.
Alright, I'll do that. I put on my charm and I just walk right on past.
Cool. They let you through as you open the doors.
Dang.
We attempt to
We
follow.
follow. Yeah, we follow.
Okay. As soon as both of you try to cross the threshold, both their swords lock in an X form and bar your
Yep.
path.
That's about right.
Dang. Can I tell them that hey, they're with me? Please let them come. It's very important.
One of the Green Knights states, "By our orders, this is a family affair," and then they magically pull the doors closed behind you.
No!
Ruh-roh.
Rip
No!
in
I have to do
peace.
this on my own. Oh no! I don't think I have much charisma to do this on my own.
Visper, as the doors gently slam behind you,
Oh no!
you turn and you see upon the throne a very beautiful green skinned, like almost moss skinned elvish woman who is adorned in this very bright yellow dress that sort of tapers out into the various like oranges and reds, almost reminiscent of a sunset. She does not bear a crown, but her long gossamer, almost like the changing of the feathers, or not the feathers, well, the changing of the of leaves, cascades into a single braid down her right shoulder. Her eyes narrowed, but she has a very serene countenance about her. And standing next to her is this well-groomed and this very jovial looking half elvish man who has long blonde hair and these beautiful emerald eyes, and he is grinning. Actually, no. He is openly smiling, teeth ear to ear, and he's sort of bouncing up and down just ever so slightly, like a child waiting to go onto a roller coaster. Levels of enthusiasm. And you see this large scepter, almost the size of a staff, closer to it, and the scepter's hovering just beside her. Visper, this is your mother and father, the queen and king of the court of spring.
I gotta be right back real quick.
That's fine. We're actually going to end it
Cool.
right there.
Well, actually,
alright.
actually, can we go a little bit longer so I can scheme for a moment?
We can certainly
So-
scheme
Yeah.
for a moment. Yeah.
We can certainly
I'll be
scheme
like
for a
right
moment.
back. real
So
quick.
these doors, they're not like airtight, are they?
As far as you can tell, no.
Cool. I would like to go out of view of anyone. Really
Okay.
here. How far away does that put me?
That would put you about 60 feet. Just to get out of the
Cool.
view of the Green Knights, like at the end of the hall, would put you like just where you can turn the corner. That'd be about 60, 65 feet.
I'm gonna cast Gaseous Form.
Okay.
So Violet takes the form of a small swarm of bugs
Okay.
in gaseous form.
I'm gonna say you become
Uh,
mayflies.
Sure.
Oh,
What? That's on brand. They only live for 24 hours. What are you on about?
I know, but mayflies are awful.
And I would like to try and sneak my way in through this door.
Certainly.
Or actually, are there any like vents, rafters, sort of like non-door
It
places
doesn't
that I
appear
could
to be.
get
It seems
up
that
to?
this is just a It seems that this is just a singular hallway, one way in, one way out, sort of hallway.
Cool.
But you are in
Well,
gaseous
then.
form, and the courtyard it's just beyond your purview. You could reasonably, like, 'cause how long does gaseous form last? Like an hour?
Yes. Concentration hour.
You could certainly hover around for an hour. I mean, you're only going 10 feet per 3 seconds, so that's still pretty fast, all things considered.
Um,
Also, actually, before I do this, Millennia, could you keep the guards' attention for like a
I
minute?
am way ahead of you, and I start talking to the guards about their unions.
I
Got it.
am not going to talk about a union.
We can say that that's happening.
I I I refuse. um, but while this is going on, I'm going to leave it at that. You guys are kind of doing your plotting and scheming, and we're
Yeah.
gonna end it here. But as soon as Visper comes back, damn, that's a hell of a stealth check.
I mean, I did roll at advantage, just assuming because I'm
Yes,
taking that as a help action.
yes,
So
I will grant it to you. I will just say you have advantage on it. So actually, hold on. I'm going to hold on to that. So
This is either going to go really good or really, really bad.
cool. So I notated that. As soon as Visper comes back, then we can officially
Hello,
end
I'm
this.
back.
Wonderful. So we're going to end it right here. But before we do so, all of you level up.
Oh,
Yippee!
oh, I get fun stuff now.
Yeah.
yeah, you get a feat.
I do, and then my next level, I also get another feat.
I was hoping all of you would be here for the level up, but I will inform them at a later time. I'll inform Squorb and Ember to level up to level 7.
Level up. Okay.
Yeah. So we will do the level up sequence off screen. But thank you guys so much for joining us today for our 20th episode of Sand and Shadow. Hopefully you guys had fun, and hopefully so we will see you guys next time. But next week we will not be doing Sand and Shadow because I will be attending a convention. So during Memorial Day weekend, and I assume a lot of people actually have plans on Memorial Day weekend, unless you're not like me, so whatever. In that case, just have a good weekend. Have a good weekend. But yeah, Memorial Day weekend, I will be unable to DM because I'll be at a convention. So episode 21 will be pushed back to the week following that, assuming there aren't any complications, things of that nature that happen along the way. If you guys want to catch up on all the things that you've missed in the last 19 episodes prior to this one, you can go onto my YouTube channel. It's down there below in my links. Follow me on Twitter, as I like to post about when I set up for streams. I usually mention that I'm about to start streams about 30 minutes and about 5 minutes before I start actually playing them, and then and then also just a quick shout out for Trashy. For those of you guys who were here from the beginning, if you haven't already, please go ahead and follow my boy Trashy. He's so cool. He's a lot of fun, and he's got a great voice. I think you guys would really enjoy it. And if he's starting D&D there, Yeah, I actually might watch that VOD later. I'll be real with you. Like, I'm legitimate. Like, might watch that VOD just to see what he's on about.
Oh, it was so cursed. It was so cursed. I
I'll
caught the
definitely,
beginning and I dipped.
yeah, definitely gonna have to watch that. So that's definitely worth it. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. And then here we go. And then if you guys want, here are the links to the people who actually do stream on our group. There's one for Not Mafia, Wailing Frog, and Rune Phantom, who plays Squorb, the person who's not here today. So yeah, if you guys want to check them out, please give them a like and a follow as well. I really much appreciate it. Spread that love to everybody. But until then,
Yes.
guys, make sure you guys stay hydrated. It's getting hot out there. It's summertime. Please, please, please stay hydrated. Get something to eat if you guys haven't already. Get some good sleep. Be good to each other. And remember, we love you. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.